Hi everyone! My name is Matthew the Math Cat, and I'm in school! I'm learning all about bar models, and you know what? Thanks to Mentorhood Math's Singapore math techniques, I've been getting pretty good at them too! How about you? Have you been following along with me? If you'd like to see any of our previous videos, go ahead and check them out! And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can get all of our new videos! Also, you can go on our website and download the worksheets for yourself for extra practice. Are you ready to start practicing some division and multiplication questions using bar models? Great! Me too! Let's go!
All right, welcome everyone. Now, Matthew, by this point, you've gotten lots of practice at multiplication and division questions using bar models, right?
Sure have! What are we going to do today?
Today, we're going to practice questions that could come from multiplication or division. They could be comparison models or whole part models. And we're going to see how good we are at picking out which type of problem it is. So, let's review. The question could be multiplication or division. And there are all kinds of models we need to use. If the question is a comparison model question, either division or multiplication, we're going to use this model here. We're going to have one subject with multiple parts, and this is the number of times as many as the other subject. We might need to know the total, like in a multiplication question, or we might need to know the parts or number of groups, like a division question. If it's a multiplication question and it's a whole part model, we simply need to draw out the number of groups we need and figure out the total.
What about division questions?
Okay, as we said, if it's a comparison model, we'll use this one. If it's a whole part model, we might use a couple of different models. We have to ask, do we know the number of groups? Or do we know the number in each group? If we know the number of groups, we can simply draw them out and divide to figure out the number in each group. If we know the number of each group, we can simply write out how many is in each group, and the ... indicates that we don't quite know how many boxes we need yet, so we can divide to figure that out. These are all the models that we've learned in the last couple of lessons. Are you ready to practice them?
Seems like a lot to remember, but you never know until you practice. All right, let's go!
Here is our first question. It takes 9 minutes to bake a cake. How long does it take to bake 5 cakes? Boy, that question sure has a lot of rhymes. Now, Matthew, the first question we have to ask ourselves is this division or multiplication? What do you think?
Let me take a closer look. It takes 9 minutes to bake a cake, and I want to know how long it takes to make 5 cakes. That means that I need 5 of the same amount, 9. That means we're doing multiplication, so we have to do a multiplication model.
That's right! Good job! Let's review how we draw a multiplication model. We start with a box. This box has a certain amount in it. In this case, each cake takes 9 minutes, so that's the amount in our box. Then we draw out how many boxes we need. So, Matthew, how many boxes do you think we need?
Well, I guess we need 5 because we need 5 cakes.
That's correct. 2, 3, 4, 5. And they will all have the same amount, 9. Now, how do we figure out how much that is total?
Well, we could add them, right?
Yes, but Matthew, What are we practicing? Are we practicing addition or are we practicing something else?
Multiplication, of course! I need to use my multiplication tables. So the multiplication sentence would be 9 times 5 equals. Let me think really hard. I like both of these times tables, but I think I'm going to use the 5s. If I count by 5s 9 times, that will give me my answer. So let's try that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's 9 times. So 9 times 5 is 45.
Good job, Matthew. Let's write in that answer. And we can even write a little statement to reflect our answer. It takes 45 minutes. Great job, everyone. Let's try a different one.
All right, this one we're going to try on our own. So let's read the question carefully and figure out what model we need. Mr. Faisal had 36 sweets. He gave 4 sweets to each of his students, and he had no sweets left. How many students did he have in his class? Oh boy, are we doing multiplication or division? What do you think? Do we know the total of sweets or are we missing the total? We know the total. Mr. Faisal had 36. And if we know the total, then we're definitely doing division! Yay! Okay, let's figure out what kind of model we need. Is this a comparison model, or are we just dealing with one total? One total of sweets, so we're doing a whole part model. Do we know the number of students, or do we know the number of sweets that each student got? We know the number of sweets, so we know the number in each group. So we don't know the number of groups. So let's draw our model with the dotted lines.
You're doing great, Matthew, so far. How about you fill in the rest?
All right, awesome. We're on the right track, so we got the right model. Now, how much is in each box? 4. Okay, so now what? We've established that we're doing division, and we know that there's 4 in each box. We just need to figure out the number of boxes, the number of students. So we need a division sentence. So what comes first in a division sentence? Do you remember? Oh boy. Should it be the 4? No, not the 4. It's gotta be the 36 then. That's right, because we put the total first in a division sentence. 36 divided by 4. The 4 is the number that we know, the number in each box. So let's see. How many times would 4 go into 36? How many times do I have to count by 4s in order to get to 36? I'll let you take a moment to figure it out. Pause the video if you want to figure it out before I say the answer. Ready? Here's the answer. 9. 36 divided by 4 equals 9, which also means that 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 9 equals 36. So the better you know your times tables, the easier you'll find division. Okay, let's write a little sentence to reflect our answer. He had 9 students. So if he had 9 students and he gave them each 4 sweets, that would use up all 36 of his sweets. All right, let's try another one with the teacher.